Hey everybody, it's Monique with Ergonomics, and I am here to share with you my favorite crochet hooks. I know everybody has favorites. I'm going to show you my favorites. They're furls. Let's just get that out of the way. They're furls hooks. They're not perfect. Believe me, I will say that. They're not perfect. I have had some break on me. The upside to that is that the Furls company stands behind their hooks, period. If you break a hook, you get a free hook. And it basically they have a one free hook per purchase. If your hook breaks, they replace it for free once. So without asking you a question, nothing. I mean, they might ask you to send a photo up, like a photo of the broken hook, just I'm sure for their own records. Then they send out new ones. And in my book, standing behind your product matters. I will also say that I found Furls hooks because when I first started crocheting, my hands hurt, period. I think, have I have arthritis in my neck, and I'm pretty sure I have it in my hands. I haven't been diagnosed in my hands, but I'm pretty sure. I also have very large hands. I have big hands, everybody. Big palms, little stubby fingers. I have hands like my dad. And so a little tiny skinny metal hook, no, it's like it gets lost in my hand and I find myself like really tightly grasping the hook because it doesn't feel like there's anything there, basically is what it comes down to. And so I would crochet for a couple of hours and then my hands were toast. So I started doing some research and I came across Furls hooks. And Furls hooks are designed specifically to be kinder to the hands and to make it possible to crochet longer without the kind of pain. And they also on their website have, and I will put the link down below to their website, and I will put a link specifically to the page that they have where they show you on a video hand exercises that you should do when you crochet. I decided to invest in a couple of furls and try a couple different types and to try them. And I cannot find, it's got to be downstairs with a project because I have a tendency to leave my hook with my project. I got a candy shop hook. So I will put a picture of it here so that you can see what it looks like. And it's gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. It is fairly short though. So I will say that it kind of really just makes it to the other side of my palm, but it's not uncomfortable to work with. But it is as far as I'm concerned, for a Furls hook, it's a much more compact hook. And it is also expensive. I mean, I bought one of these and I believe it was $49 for the hook. If the only way I can do this hobby is to spend $50 on a hook every once in a while, I would make that happen. So I did buy one of those to see. It's comfortable. It's okay. I do use it, but it's not the first one I reach for. So the next type that I tried was their Odyssey hook. And this is what an Odyssey hook looks like. This one is a G. I don't know if it will focus. Probably not. This is a nickel plated neck, or I think they called it a shaft. And then I got the blue. It is a beautiful hook. It is also heavier than every other Furls hook I've tried. It does sometimes give me hand fatigue depending upon what I'm doing. And again, I work with really fine yarn quite a bit. So a heavier hook sometimes is really hard because the yarn is so light that it feels unbalanced when you're working with super light yarn to me. However, if I'm working on a worsted weight something that is tightly crocheted or like an amigurumi, the thing is great. You pick up some speed. This is an extremely smooth hook. You get some smooth yarn. Like Karen, Simply Soft. I was trying to use that one day with this and just tune right out. Every stitch, it just flung itself right out. I mean, it's slick, but a good hook nonetheless. It is comfortable in my hand and it is a size. It makes me feel like I'm holding something. I keep interrupting myself. I also, just so that you know, I have a knife hold when I crochet. it's lots of knife hold. There's no way I could, I don't think I could move my hand. It just doesn't. The next type of hook that I have from them are their wooden streamline hooks. These are not all of them, but they are several of the ones that I have. This is an H hook. See if you can see it. Yeah, I can kind of see the H on the side. And this one is ebony. It is one of my favorite hooks. I use it a lot. It's the first Furls streamline hook that I bought. It actually gets softer feeling in the hand as you use it. I do oil these just like I do my cutting boards because I don't want them to get dry and crack anywhere. So I have those, and I think there's a couple more downstairs in smaller sizes perhaps. So I love these hooks. They're comfortable in the hand. They're not as heavy, even remotely as heavy as an Odyssey, but they're also not, they're longer than the Odyssey, as you can see, which actually works out pretty well for me because I have large hands. They aren't so big in the hand that it feels like uncomfortable. Any smaller, and I think that I wouldn't like it as much. The wooden streamlines, by the way, are vary in price from I think $16 to like $19 or something, depending upon the wood. And then the last type that I have of theirs are their streamline swirls. And these are all resin. So these are their cookies. I think it's cookies and cream, or it's called like cookies. And every hook is different. You never know what your hook is going to look like. This one is mostly white. And I imagine there were some people that probably would have sent it back and go, that's, you know, that's not whatever. This one had far more in it. It's really pretty. But I thought they were fine either way. And this is in 3.5, an E, and a G. So a 3.5 and a 4. Then there are the red ones. These ones I believe are called Cherry. And they have all sorts of different levels of craziness. Like you can tell this one is very splotchy with the white. But this is a G plus for 4.5. And then this is an F. And again, this one was mostly white with very little, mostly red with very little white in it. But I was okay with that. It is what it is. I mean, you have to understand that when they come in, they're going to be randomly colored. Then there's this one. I think this one is called like coffee or something, coffee and cream or something. It's just brown and white. This is an I, it's a 5.5. And I gotta be honest, this is like my least favorite. I don't really dig on the color. It's kind of dull and meh. If you're buying them for looks, this one is not the one I would suggest. Then there's this white pearlescent one. I have 2 of these. The other one is downstairs. It's a large one, and it is it downstairs or is it here? Nope, it's here. There you go. So this is a K, 6.5, and an H of 5.0 millimeters. And I can't remember the name of them, but they are a kind of a pearly white. They're really, really pretty. Please stop showing my face there. That's a little bit better. And then there are these 2. This one, I can't remember. Is it Jupiter or something? But it's this amazing, can you see? Green and blue mix. It is seriously one of the prettiest hooks I've ever seen in my life. It is so, so pretty. And then this one is called Andromeda. I actually put a picture of these 2 up on my Instagram, which the link to my social media is down in the description box. Feel free to join us over there on Instagram or Pinterest. And check it out. I do put pictures up of projects. You can actually see quite a few pictures of my sewing projects and things on the Instagram if you scroll back. So you can kind of see the work that I've done over the past several years. Now, I also recently got, because I wanted to try it, heard great things about them, got an Addy 6.0, and this is a size I use quite a bit, even with decay and fingering weight. Makes it very lacy. Actually, I wouldn't say I go much over 5.5 with the fingering weight, but anyways, this was a Max or Swing Max or something, and I gave it a try because I saw it on Amazon for like $3.48. And I know I have seen these at other places, and that was the cheapest I had ever seen it. So I figured, well, you know what? I'm going to give it a go just to see. And I got to say, for knife hold, this thing is great. It really is comfortable. It didn't cause my hand any pain. And if I couldn't use Furls, or if I decided that Furls was just not what I wanted anymore, I would happily use these without any problems. Now I do have in a larger, I think this is a 9mm. No, this is a 10mm. This is one of those clover hooks. It's okay. I find it to be pretty okay. It's comfortable. It is not quite as bulbous here as I would like. Again, I have big hands and it just dwarfs the hooks. Like, cut the sisters with like big hands a break, would you? And I can't even imagine for men with large hands, like, how do you guys find hooks that are comfortable? Although honestly, I probably have man hands. Let's be real. I could have been that woman on Seinfeld, probably. It did get me, and I don't want to neglect to mention, he did get me a set of the clover hooks for the really small, like making doilies, like lace weight. Beautiful. They're really, really nice. So, and those were clovers, just like this purple one. They were just the metal, you know, and I think it's like 0.5 millimeters or 0.75 millimeter up to like 2.5 or something. Very small, really, really tiny for making doilies, because I like to do that. And for those of you who wonder how I store my hooks, I have a few of these, which are Furls hook holders. I don't love them. I'm going to be real. I got some of these and they were actually a free gift with an order. There's an F on the front for Furls. And I have to say, like, I don't love I don't feel like it really protects them great because they can pop right out the side. And I honestly think that that is why the ones that I have that broke. I think they were in a project bag in one of these and you know, moved and got chipped. However, I had a couple resin ones break, which is the ones I'm talking about. I hadn't talked about it. I don't mean this with the wooden ones. I was taught those are the cats. But I had a couple of these break. I dropped them and they hit my hard tile floor and just shattered. That was a bummer. So what I started doing now is I put them in hook down in the hopes that if it does kind of go to the side, the hook won't get chipped. But I don't love these, but this is for right now. And I think I'm just going to make myself some pouches. I know how to sew, you know, I'll just make some crochet pouches. But in the meantime, until I do, this is what I do when I have them with a project. I put it in this and I put this whole thing in the project bag. For the rest of them, I keep them in my sew together bag that I made. There's something in here and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a good thing you didn't see that. It's gum someone gave me. It's like a joke gum thing, but the package it's not suitable for anybody under 21. So, anywho, this is my sew together bag that I made. This is all for those sewers out there. This is all Allison glass, all of the fabric except for this, which is linen, is Alice in Glass, including all of the inside fabrics. So in here, this is called Mercury. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. In different colors. Yellow, pink, and blue. This thing is pretty beat. So here is actually a pin cushion. Here's a needle holder. And then there are 3 zipper pouches. And in between each zipper pouch is another, it makes another storage. So inside each one is lined in different fabric, as you can see. And this is, I kid you not, one of my most favorite things ever that I have sewn. This thing is a beast workhorse. You can fit so much. I fit all of those hooks plus this, right? The hook, gauge, needles, stitch markers, more stitch markers, charging cord for my phone, slightly profane gum, thread, darning needles. What else? Oh, buttons, you know. Here's a stitch counter. All of these things, a couple of these pom-pom makers, all of those things plus all the hooks fit in this, and it closes up, and that's how much space it takes up. This is an amazing project to sew if you are a sewer. Also, I keep a pencil in the bag. So, and downstairs, they're not in there right now, but there's normally a little pair of scissors in there too. So that is it, guys. Those are my favorite hooks. Those are the hooks that I do almost all of my crochet with. These hooks work for me, and maybe they'd work for you too. I don't know. You'd have to give them a go. But those are my favorite hooks, everybody. I hope that you share in the comments below what kind of hooks you use. Do you have a favorite? Have you ever used a Furls? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What are your thoughts? I look forward to hearing them. So let me know what they are. And to all of my new subscribers, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to have some new yarny friends. And I know that most of you are yarny friends and not sewy friends or resiny friends, but you know, maybe the other stuff I do is stuff you like. Who knows? But I am grateful that you're here. Everybody, don't forget that down in the description box of every video is a mystery link that I put in there for you of something that I love, something that made me laugh, something that I think is somehow applicable to the video that you're watching now, or it's just some random thing that I liked and wanted to share. There's one of those in every video. Every description box is a mystery link. If you watch the mystery link and you love it, let me know. Let me know that you watch them. I think only 1 or 2 people have ever commented after the fact on the mystery link. And it really makes my day because I try to find interesting things to put in there. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Okay, everyone, I'll talk to you soon.